WOOSUNG tells his insane life story over A5 Wagyu beef. I don't know what that is, but I'm kind of digging these food interviews. So let's check it out, shall we? It's expensive. That's all you had to say. I'll probably never eat it. Very expensive beef. One of my nicknames in high school. Boom. Got him.
On the next stop of our food tour around LA, we've arranged to meet up with WOOSUNG, aka Sammy, the legendary lead singer of The Rose.
He's a beautiful man. So I, for one, am excited. Not because he's beautiful. I don't know, that came out weird.
I think we're going somewhere fancy as well.
I don't have a shirt, but I do have a British accent, and that goes a long way. Good day to you, sir.
day.
What a fine gentleman you are.
Welcome.
Oh, 반갑습니다.
Hello. This is called Inner Crew. It's like a lounge, bar, restaurant place that I come to. We got a nice room for us today.
We've been filming with YouTubers this whole time.
We've gone upper class.
여기서 먹을 거예요.
The boardroom.
The VIP treatment.
The VIP treatment. Yes.
I am ready to make some corporate decisions.
Okay.
Oh yes,
we're
let's
not
have
gonna- We've come a long way since Taco Bell, Ollie.
We have.
To get a place like this big and like kind of luxurious looking in K-Town, it's hard to find.
Yeah.
You have to basically be a serious rising star.
Okay.
No.
Let's go. Your ultimate recommendations.
So for starters, we'll do the burrata toast. We'll also do the Caesar salad. For the main, we'll do the Wagyu bolognese, uni. We'll do hamachi. Very good. Can I also do the mussels and for the bread, you dip it. We have to do the fried chicken. We'll do the Japanese Wagyu sampler. We'll do every single one of the cocktails.
What? One of each.
One of each.
This guy's not messing around.
Oh, if they get hammered on this, I'm going to be so happy. That's going to be so funny. One of each?
I already have a favorite drink,
Okay.
but when it comes out,
Now
I'll
we'll
let
know.
yeah, now we'll find out.
I don't think I've ever seen Josh more happy. And I was there on his wedding day. I was his best man.
You are
He's
speaking
happy.
my language. This is
I love that.
straight to my heart. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Amazing. 두꺼운 burrata.
Like one tukong?
Oh, one tukong? I do love one tukong.
Yeah.
It's a great starter.
It's like, it's sweet.
You've never had uni before, have you?
I don't know what uni is.
Okay, okay.
It's auntie.
uni is 성게.
Onni.
언니.
Close.
So it looks like this.
That's a sea urchin.
It's a sea urchin.
I hate those guys.
Yeah, well.
I stepped on one
Oh
in
no!
Cornwall once.
They are tasty. One of my favorites.
I'm gonna enjoy my sweet revenge on this.
That is rich, full of flavour.
I really like the taste of uni.
Oh wow. That is good.
Yeah.
That is really good.
Ah, I'm glad.
How can they be that evil in life? And that tastes.
Have any of you ever had umi? I'm really curious to know what it tastes like. I mean, is it like shrimp? Is it like fish? Is it like a hot dog? Does anybody know? There's got to be some of you that are cultured enough. Joyce? Never brave enough? That's a fair answer. Huh. Really? Sea urchin. It depends on how it's prepared. Oh, that's a fair answer. Okay, Tad, if it's prepared your favorite way, what could you compare it to kind of let me know how it would taste? Is it like smoky? Is it fishy? Buttery? I'm really curious. Yeah, where are the bougie couch members? Buttery, huh? I like butter. Maybe I would like umi. A buttery umi. Not uni. That's different. Huh. Okay, I guess we'll go with buttery. Let's see what Tad says, though. Tried in Japan, it's like a very light sea mousse. Huh. They're chewy. Oh, I don't like chewy. It's the ladies. Previous joke referenced. Chewy. Huh. It's like a real buttery soft lobster. That's interesting. That sounds good. Okay. Thank you.
It's a give and take. It's a give and take.
So Sammy, you've been a singer for a while now.
For a while, yeah. Yeah.
First season of K-pop star?
Yes, that is where I started. Hey!
OG.
Yeah. Honestly, for me, music wasn't my main thing that I was pursuing in high school. I actually wanted to be a psychologist, and that's what I was hoping that my major would be in college. And then my mom took me to this Korean church, and I got to meet friends that were my age. And they were like, yo, Sammy, you know, K-pop, there's this group called 21, 2 p.m., Big Bang, and I got into that. And then they were like, hey, there's this audition. You know, we know how to all play the guitar and sing. We should all go audition. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna meet more friends. I was actually more of a dancer than a singer.
You must be so talented if singing is your third talent.
So
Have you heard this guy?
I was not that good at singing though. We honestly didn't think we were gonna make it. It was not, you know, very serious. I just practiced one song. That's how it all started. I passed, they came to my house, they shot the whole thing with my family.
웃는 모습이 되게 귀여워요. 머리 스타일 때문인가?
And as I got to do the show, I built this relationship with music where I wanted to actually take it seriously.
So that was almost your musical self-discovery was
Yeah.
through doing a frickin' reality TV show about making it in music. I mean, it's so crazy.
I mean, 18, 19, you're young at this point. Gone over to Korea as a trainee.
Not gonna lie, it was the hardest time. For sure in my life.
Tough.
It was very tough. Going into it head on, like graduating and going right to Korea, being in this storm. You know, I didn't have free time. The whole building was like my jail almost. So I was on the 6th floor. The 5th floor was a practicing room. And then the 4th floor was where the cafeteria was. The only time I could leave is when I go to the gym.
Wow.
So it became a thing where I started to kind of lose my purpose and what I was here for.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even know if I was doing music anymore. And after like a year, I started becoming really, really depressed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I kind of lost who I was there. After that, I came out of the company. I was like, you know what, I can't stay here longer. 3 years. I went into teaching English here and there. I wanted to stay in Korea because I couldn't go back. I felt like I was like a failure in a way.
Oh my gosh.
The good thing though, after all these years, when I think back at it, is like, once I lost myself, I truly got to see who I could be.
You know, I think you would have been a good psychiatrist.
Thank you.
Listening to the way you're talking.
genuine.
Yeah.
Genuine.
I don't know
Thank
whether
you.
I've self-examined my own thoughts in my entire life as much as you have in the last 5 minutes. And I don't want to. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
Wow. Truffle mac and cheese.
Smell like.
So much of the truffle is that smell.
There you go. I love that smell.
Oh, what's this? I didn't even know we ordered this.
Jumbo shrimp.
Look at the size of that too. That is incredible.
Oh, it looks like the emoji.
You're right. It does look like an
It's
emoji.
like a shrimp emoji.
It does.
Was there ever a point you were like, you know what? This is not worth it. I don't really want to be a singer.
Actually, when I was there teaching English for a little bit, for 6 months I wasn't listening to music at all. Music-related things I was not looking at, hearing, nothing. Because I was so sick of it. Right? I was like,
Not even listening to music.
I mean, honestly, it hurt me. Not being able to make that happen for myself was really, it hurt me a lot at that age. And then 6-month mark hits, and I get an offer from the hagwon. They're like, hey, I think you're doing a good job. We're gonna give you a raise. And I was like, I was conflicted at this point because then I felt like if I took that job, that's the end. Like that's gonna be my, you know.
It's like a fork in the road, is it?
Yeah, that was gonna be like, okay, I'm invested because once I take that job and take that responsibility, there's no going back.
Yeah, there's no way you can be a psychiatrist after that.
Oh no, nothing like that. Nothing like that. That's the moment that really got me back to thinking about music. I started listening to music again. I bought a whole new mic, a guitar amp, everything so I could record music now, I could make music, and I fell in love all over again.
Wow, man, this is an incredible story. I was
amazing.
not expecting this.
Sorry guys, this is too serious now.
No,
Let's eat.
it's
Eat the meat, guys.
amazing.
You're
Put a little bit of salt, guys, and a little bit of wasabi. I believe that is.
When you started writing music, what was the first song you wrote?
Actually, it's funny. I have a video out on YouTube. It's called Beautiful Girl. I wrote it when I was 20. Fast forward and show my company this song. They're like, oh, you already have a video. Let's make a video just like that, but now. So we put out the song, actually. I was so against putting out the song because it was like, yo, I wrote this like such a long time ago. It's embarrassing. It's called Beautiful Girl.
That's
that was my
really
first song
cool.
that I ever finished.
So this is where the rose comes into the story, right?
Yeah, this is the Rose era.
How did you guys meet?
Dojuni, Chaeyoung, and Hajun. They were trainees in all different companies.
Oh, they were all trainees.
In different companies.
So you had like a shared trauma.
Yeah, like, I mean, like different traumas, but maybe, yeah. There was something that we could, you know, kind of made us come together.
Yeah.
So Dojuni and Chaeyoung and Hajuni meet, started busking. They were like looking for a singer. So then one day we all meet because we're all drinking together. Dojuni gets to see my K-pop star days. He hits me up, he's like, hey,
You can sing.
yeah, you could sing. You could play the electric guitar. We need that. And they started pitching their band to me.
Huh, no kidding.
And I heard it and I was like, there's no way. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
I was like, definitely don't want to go back into doing group things when I finally got to do some solo things. I'm not ready. And then Dojuni, you know, being Dojuni, he was like, okay, well, then can you help us with one show?
Of
one
course.
show, just
yeah, bro, the first one's free. This is how they reel you in.
we just need to do the show at home. The
Classic.
rolling halls.
It's
Yeah,
the
one
whole
show.
like, let's do each just one drink.
Just one drink.
Just one drink. And then before you know it, it's like 6 a.m.
Just one cocktail. Yeah,
You're on like freaking Beck cha.
Yeah. One drink, guys. I go into practice with them, and they're like, okay, just play like F, like G, whatever, blah blah blah. And they started, and it's like, right now F, and I rung that F. I played it, and as I played the F, and when all the sounds came together to my ears, it made sense. I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I told them right there. I was like, let's do it. Then I did the show, quit my job, talked to people that there were companies I was talking to at that point, and you know, we were talking about solo deals, and I was like, actually, I'm only willing to sign if we sign with the Rose.
Amazing. And then
so cool. This is an amazing story.
Yeah.
I thought we were just gonna come and eat some good food.
And we weren't even called the Rose. You know, we weren't even called the Rose. We were called Windfall. Only Windfall. This is a 4-man band. It's gonna be like this. We want Beatles, Coldplay, everything. This is gonna be that. Everybody we met in the industry, like before we debuted, everybody was like, hey, this is not gonna work out. Like, you guys have to dance. I was like,
Right.
wow.
with the guitar. And we had to fight our way to make it our song with our first debut song we wrote was called Sorry. That song actually, you know, our drummer Hajun, we were in the practice room and he was just playing on the piano. He's like, hey, I kind of came up with this melody. And I was like, this is it.
Wow.
I was like, we finally have it. And then I wrote the lyrics there, 20 minutes. I was like, okay, it's gonna be called Sorry.
20
It's gonna be
minutes.
We shared it, we finished up the song, and we knew then, we're like, this is it. We did it. It's gonna be huge.
This is our song.
It's gonna be huge. And we let everybody hear it. Like, it's so slow. We didn't care. We already had our mindset.
I love this. It's like a true creative vision.
Yeah. And it worked, right?
Thanks to Lulu, Sorry was the first song I ever heard from the Rose. The very first live stream that we ever did on this channel that was not BTS focused was the mod request live stream. And each mod got to pick something that they thought I would really enjoy or would blow my mind. And Lulu chose the Rose, Sorry. That was my first exposure. I never looked back. Love these guys. Such a great, talented group.
You know what? We got offered our first tour with having one song out, and that song was Sorry.
You got an offered a tour.
Yeah, we're like, what do you guys expect us to do?
How do we make
like
it
one song,
Yeah.
cover songs?
Wow.
Like, but the thing is, we did write a lot of songs prior to that. We just haven't released them.
If you're listening at home, just know that that is the power of a good apology, right? They said sorry to the world.
We did.
And they
We were
got a
apologizing
tour.
on everybody's behalf.
Yeah, exactly.
2019, you're back on another singing competition show.
Yes. You know,
You're a sucker for punishment, man.
you know what though? I only did that because we could go out as a band.
Do you think there was a part of you that was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back with my band that I'm like confident with. I know who I am on my terms, right?
Yes, and you know, I was so confident because we've been touring a lot. We have already toured like 50 cities with, but I didn't know, I was nervous until I went up. I started singing, and right when I started singing, I got so nervous. I think the trauma came back of being at like an audition, and it was a big pressure that I didn't feel up until that stage.
Wow. I know exactly how you feel because I've done Norebang.
Oh yeah.
It's all confidence. It's all confidence until you're holding that microphone.
Yes, yes.
And you've got an album coming out, right?
Is Norebang karaoke? I'm just guessing based on the context of what he's saying. Yes. Thank you.
Moth. It's an EP, 4 songs.
Moth.
Moth.
One of my least favorite insects.
Okay, that's why I called it moth. Can I explain this because I feel really strongly about
Hit me.
this?
When you kill them, they're just dust. Like
Oh my God,
How
okay.
does it fly? How does dust fly?
The main message is that butterflies and moths, they're the same insect, same category.
They
correct?
basically are,
correct?
right? Yeah.
Right. If you really look at them, very similar creatures. Insects. So my point is that butterflies fly in the daytime. They're perceived as touchable, beautiful.
They are.
But as far as moths, they're always flying in the night. Everybody's like, oh, that's gross, they're dirty, they try to kill it, they try to crush them and all this. When in fact, with the light shining on their print, if they land on the light, their prints are actually as beautiful as butterflies.
Huh.
Wow.
And you know, sometimes we don't notice the true beauty because we're so covered by all these images and all these like things in life that clouds our judgment. And I really wanted to dive into that perspective of, you know, anything could be beautiful and anything has a right to be beautiful.
Wow. I really look bad for pooping all over the moths.
Sammy,
Thank you.
this has been amazing. Not
I'm
only
glad.
was this like the best food we've had since going to LA,
Yeah.
this is genuinely one of the most fascinating conversations we've had ever on the channel. So
Seriously.
Thank you for having me. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the food.
all right, guys.
See you jolly soon.
Bye-bye.
Where are the rest of the cocktails? You telling me it was like 3 cocktails on that menu? These guys should have their hair messed up. There should be stains on their shirt. Where's the chaos? One of each.
안녕.
Tell you what. Him telling that story of how he got to where he was and what that journey looked like and how the rose came into play and how he had these forks in the road. Oh, I love that. That is fascinating. Now, I think half of you missed it because you're still talking about food. But man, this interview made me love him even more. Talented guy, but to know that he wanted to be a psychologist and then to kind of apply that like mindset and methodology into his music. Oh, I love this guy. I love this guy. Man. Windfall, huh? Windfall was the original name for the rose. So here's a question for you. This is a general question, just a random wonderment of, for those of you that speak Korean or understand Korean. When WOOSUNG is talking about the other members, it sounds like he says dojune, like there's an extra little flair on the end of that name. And it sounded like sometimes he would say hajune, like it was like a little flair on the end, and sometimes he wouldn't. Why is that? I mean, not that why didn't he do it every time, but if there's like an N at the end of the word, there's just a little pizzazz that's put on it. How does that work? I'm sure one of you can explain it relatively quickly and easily with just text and not voice. Oh, it adds a familiarity. Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Okay. Wait, so it's not familiarity? It's grammatical. It's a friend thing. Oh, so it's like affection. Okay. Huh. There you go. You only do it if you're close to somebody. It's familiarity, affection. Okay. Huh. Okay, well, that's neat. I learned something new. I learned all kinds of new stuff today with all of the Korean Englishman stuff and all of the Jolly stuff and these interviews with the members of all this. Oh, I love this. This is great.